Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee. Just been chatting and laughing with the girls before I hit record. Yeah. um, anyway, I wanted to just give you an update on this book that the Zamelja Snova, which translates, and I have that written down too. I think do I have it in the back in the card? Hang on, let me look in the card. Let me look at the card. Land of Dreams. Yeah, Tracy Squamoon Tracy sent me this, and Land of Dreams. So I've been working in this, and then the other one that I've worked in is this one, is my mermaid one that Jen Reading with Pug sent. So this one is, let me get a little around here. This one is a Russian girl did this one, and a Croatian man, I believe it's a man, I think, right? Tomislav Tomic did this one, and so Smack and Dragon. Anyway, so we've just been talking about what to do today. So that's what everybody's got comments going on in the chat right now, and I have no idea. I don't do tablet I don't do Ustream on tablets. I can't. It's too, yeah. I do it on my lappy, so I don't know. And Carla, since they changed some things, I'm even doubly not sure since they changed things. Jean's not here. Jean would be the one to tell you. So anyway, I started this page on, was it Wednesday? Yeah, I started this page on Wednesday, and then I've worked probably another 3 to 4 hours on it. I still have all the shading to do in the trees. I did watercolor the trees and the animals, a base coat of watercolor on the animals and trees. Now I got to go in and shade. The unicorn I'd have shaded. Now I haven't done, whoops, what the heck? Where'd that come from? Where did this cardinal head literally just fell out of the sky? I have no idea. It's from my collage bits, but where did it come from? It's like I'm looking up at the ceiling. A little red cardinal head just floated down onto my paper. I have no idea where that came from. Anyway, I got the unicorn is shaded in with color pencil on top of watercolor. I've not done the hair yet or the tail. That's just some watercolor right there. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Anyway, the tail is not, it's just got some watercolor on it. So I still have to do all the little individual little, hairs on the unicorn. And I have to do the horn, which I'm going to do in gold. But I got the unicorn's body all shaded. But that's the only thing that I have shaded. So you can see where on the trees, I had watercolor on the trees. And then I did like, you know how birch trees have those marks, and well, there were some lines on it. I added tons more, and just did lines on the trees with marker. Then the next thing I'm going to do is going to go in here and shade with pencil. But right now it's just got a wash of paint, watercolor, and then little marker lines. And same thing for all the animals. They just have a wash on them now. There's no shading to them yet. So, yeah, and same thing for the girl there sleeping. I just have a wash of purple, and I'll have her a little leather vest, like a little corset that'll be in leather. I don't know where it came from, seriously. It probably was stuck on this, maybe, I don't know, and it fluttered over here. So anyway, I do have all that to do still. So I would say I probably have maybe 4 hours into this. The background is just done with black. This is you know, the super tip marker, just like the other super tip markers, you know, like these, the Crayola super tips that I've been doing all this marker bits in, and all the little leaves and things. And so the background in, in the big areas is just a marker, the water-based Crayola super tip. Thanks, guys. And then the little tiny bits, like up in between the leaves and trees, I'm just using a Sharpie pen, which is, you can see, very tiny, like a, you know, like, it's just tiny. It's not, now, don't confuse the Sharpie pen with a Sharpie marker. Even, you know, this is not a fine point Sharpie marker. It says pen right on them. It's a big, big difference. These will not go through unless you scrub, scrub, scrub. Your paper is like copy paper thin. Even with copy paper, this doesn't go through. But what did you use a cardinal? Yeah, see, remember when I had my collage bits out the other day, doing the art cards? This was probably in all my collage bits, but I don't know how it just fluttered down here. You know, it just like fell out of the sky. So I don't know where it, like, it must have been stuck to something. I don't know, but I know it probably was in with all my collage bits. Hey, Mel G, anybody else popping in? So that's what I use for little tiny bits, you know, because you can't even hardly, it's like you have to have a pen or very, very sharp pencil to get in some of those little, between those little branches and things. And I can still see more and more that I need to kind of really touch in, because they're so tiny, you know, and you can easily miss them. And usually I have to go back, like you'll do a little bit, and then you'll go, oh, I missed a piece of a branch, or I missed a tree, or I got to go color that leaf. Like right here, I see some of these little leaves that I missed that should be orange. Well, they should be orange in my world. I have them kind of, you know, which ones are going to be orange, which ones are going to be yellow. So, thanks, man. I'll hold it up here in a second, guys, so you can get a little better close-up. I wasn't going to really work on this today. Before I hit record, talked about maybe showing some really old journals or something, just because, you know, and sketchbooks. And like I was telling the girls, I don't have a lot of I have a lot of art journals, but I don't have a lot of, like, where I've just done sketches, because most of the time when I do sketches, it's not in a book. They're just on in like an art pad, a sketch pad, and my 4 feet of drawings, old sketches, and that are in the closet, in a big, like, you know, it's like in a big box, a shelf like type box thing. Anyway, it's they're all in the closet, the big old art. I brought them out well, it's probably been 5-6 years since I brought them out, but I have a couple that are out in books. So anyway, so let me show you what we got going on here. Again, I'll show you some of the animals that are hidden. They just have a wash on them. I've not shaded them in except for the unicorn. But like, here's an owl. Let's see what else we got. There's a squirrel and a rabbit, and there's the girl sleeping right there. There's 3 little mice right down here that I just found today. There's a lot. I'm trying to do all the birds blue except for this woodpecker that'll have red in him. There's another little squirrel here. Then of course a doe, a deer, and, you know, whatever. There's like 3 little squirrels up here on this tree, and I haven't shaded the trees yet either. They just have the wash on them. Let's see what else is. The birds here. Another deer here, rabbits, a fox. Oh, there's a badger right there. There's a badger peeking out right there. There's a mouse next to a bluebird on the ground. This, well, there's a bunch. Oh, right here. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, I found that one. He's got some gray wash in him. Um, there's two little bunnies or mice or something peeking their head. I think they're mice. Yeah, that'd be three mice right there, peeking out behind that tree. There's a crow right here. Let's see. Those two bunnies, the fox. And all these little purple bits, I'm doing all the mushrooms purple. And then, of course, the unicorn, which I still have to do the tail. I did shade the horse itself. There's squirrels right here. Another owl right here. Two little birds up there. I think I found them all. So, yes. So I'm really enjoying it, but it does take time. You know, and the horn I'm going to do gold. I'm going to do the horn gold paint. Probably put some, stickles or something on the horn. What is the wash you use? I just used Jane Davenport's watercolor sets. And hello, Scarlet Dreamer, by the way. These are the Jane Davenport watercolor sets. The skin tones or the neutrals and the brights. And this is what I've been using to do the watercolor wash. And then the leaves and the branches, I've been using my Crayola Super Tip kids markers, and the Super Tips are called that because they have like a bullet tip, which you can get a fat, medium, and thin point on these, and that's what all the leaves are done. And then the larger leaves, I went back and added some, darker shading watercolor on top. So there's a video on that. This is it. And so anyway, this is about, I don't know, I'm saying maybe 4 hours into this double page spread right here. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of the girls in the chat. And by the way, if you're watching this recording on YouTube, this is a live chat with a live audience, a live, mostly awake people. And so I'm answering questions and chatting. It's a chat show. It is a chatty show. Just saying. Anyway, so a bunch of the girls have ordered this or have it in now, and so they're anxious to color in it as well. So that's how far we have on this so far. Yeah. So there's a little update on it. I'm really enjoying it. Thanks so much, Squaw Moon Tracy, for sending it to me. There's a flip through on this. It's the previous video to this one. So I will take a picture of this, like, as soon as it's done. Okay, so a few updates here. One of the updates being that I got my ATC swap in from Janet. If y'all were in the swap with Janet, I only participated in one, which means, is it 18 cards? Nine. Let's see, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 18. So I participated in one. You could have doubled up the swap, I think. Is that right? Or, yeah, anyway. I got mine in. There's a bunch of the girls got their swaps in. Got their cards in as well and tweeted them out. So I just thought I'd show them. I did get a couple from CB. And I never question how things get swapped out in a swap because I did ATC swaps. Maybe I should show, well, I did that kind of recently. I showed a lot of my ATCs when I used to be in swaps over the years. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 binders. 3 binders are 2 or 3 inches thick and 1 is 5 inches thick. Binders of ATCs that I did over a 4-year time period. Okay, off topic. In your Mixed media collage cards. What is the product you seal with? You mean varnish? The varnish? Scarlet Dreamer. It's Ceram Coat, Delta Ceram Coat gloss varnish. And you can get it. It used to be at Michael's. Now it's not anymore. At least they told me at my Michael's that Michael's wasn't carrying it. So you have to get it at Hobby Lobby or online. But I know there's other gloss varnishes. That's just what I use because it's always worked for me. And also, if you are watching this video, I do have a video. I have everything broken out in playlists. So I have a color book. I have portraits. I have pet portraits. I have sketches. I have mixed media, collage. I have a whole bunch of different playlists. We are up to, I think I'm right at 750 videos now uploaded to YouTube. I've been streaming for 7 years, but only uploading to YouTube for 3 years. So we have like 750 videos in 3 years, which is, I think that's quite a lot. And thanks everybody that watches them and subscribes and likes, and I really appreciate it. We have over 14,000 subscribers now, which in the big YouTube world, that's not a lot, but I think it's a lot. I don't use Mod Podge on anything. I don't like Mod Podge. Now, again, I know they have some kind of paper Mod Podge. I haven't tried that, but I found that Mod Podge, especially inside of art journals, makes your pages stick together. I've never had anything stick with my Ceram Coat varnish. As long as you let it dry. As long as you let it dry. Don't close your art journal with it wet. Don't close it when it's wet, you know. But I did varnish. I have varnished, and I did paint the backs. Now I have to sign the backs. But here's the ones that, here, let me show you. I got them upside. They're all which away. I'll show you these real quick. These are the ones that we did on, was it Monday? Monday's show? And they're varnished. See, they're varnished. And these have already all been spoken for. I already got, and I, like I said, I give them all away, so. And this one's going to CB for what she did for our Lulu. You have to watch and see what I'm talking about. Anyway, this one's going to CB, and this one's going to another friend of mine that's not in the fibs. So, yeah. So those are all spoken for. Got a stack of requests. Oh, here's another one. Here's one more that was sitting over there. So those are all going out. So let's look at the ones that I got swapped out here from... Oh, and let me show you the difference between an ATC size and an art card. I did ATCs for years and years, and they are 2.5 by 3.5. Oh, I guess I should be glad Eileen's not here. It just so happens that I'm showing this flamingo one. Anyway, yeah, this is one of CB's. Yeah, I got a couple of CB's. Oh my gosh. Anyway, they are 2.5 by 3.5. My art cards are 3 by 4. So you can see the difference in size in ATCs versus my art cards. This is what I used to do, everything in 3.5 by 2.5 by 3.5, standard artist trading card size. But then after Project Life started doing cards in 3 by 4, I said, I really like 3 by 4. So I started making all my art cards 3 by 4. So you can see the difference. Although I did participate in the swap and did, you know, the standard ATC size. But just so y'all can see the difference. I don't know. Was Eileen supposed to get this flamingo? I can send her the flamingo, Janet. We can send her the flamingo. She, I'm sure, appreciate it. But anyway, so this, I'm going to try to show them here. I'm going to try to keep it where they can be seen pretty well. And then this one I think is Eileen's. I think this one was Eileen's. Yeah, this one's Eileen's. They're all so funny. This is Dr. Zoos. The theme was zoo animals. That was the theme. In case I didn't make that clear. And then this one is Julie Topaz. And by the way, most all of these were in plastic sleeves. I took them out so that I could show them without a glare. Maybe I wonder if I'm focused in enough. Let's see here. It's a little not very sharp. Of course, we don't have high definition on Ustream. I mean, yeah, we don't have HD. Let's see here. But I think I might be able to focus it a little better. Maybe. I want them to show up as nice as I can get them to show up. So, yeah. There was an episode of cartoon Bob's Burgers about animal. So then this one here is from, I don't want to show all the information on the back, maybe I shouldn't. This is Teresa's Crafting Chaos, and she's got a feather on her peacock there. Isn't that cool? And the fan's blowing it too, so says Majestic, and it's got all this little jewels all over it. Now Janet's done a flip. I mean, she's not a flip, but she's shown all these already on her show, Monkey Island Madness. This one is from Cracked Minis Jennifer. I call her Jennifer Crack-a-Lackin'. And she's got these little butterflies, those little, like they're little plastic butterflies, which is really cool. See, they're like translucent. Live, laugh, love. And it's all glittered up. Isn't that pretty? Japanese Chin Dog. And this one is by Karen Black. Karen, I think you're here. And it's an original illustration colored with Prismacolor on the craft card. So it's hand drawn. I know we all right. And then this one is Karen's as well. I guess I got two of a couple people's because I was in the I don't know, because I was in the 18. I'm not sure how Janet divided them up. Like I said, I've been in enough swaps. I never question how the swaps are swapped. So this one, oh wait, no, this is Karen Black. Okay, so this one's Karen with the C. Karen with the C, Karen Black. Okay. Hand-drawn elephant. This one is Carol Renee, and I think Carol Renee is here. And it says be unique. And this is like a canvas. It's actually like she cut this out and put it on a canvas to make it look more like Savannah. And I don't mean Savannah, Georgia. I mean like the savannah of like the wilderness. So I like that, yeah. And then she cut the little zebra head out and attached it onto the canvas. It's not canvas. What am I thinking? Well, it's canvas-like. I know. Okay, this one is Kimmy. Totally, she has, I don't want to show information. They may not want it shown. Totally handmade. Oops, a little leaf bent there. Yeah. There we go. And she's got it varnished. Sorry, let me get a sip of coffee, guys. I'm losing my voice. I was chatting for a long time before I even hit record. Okay, then this one is Ange, and it says, "It's okay, I'd be jealous too." Burlap. Thanks, Janet. That's what I was saying. Burlap. I couldn't think of what I kept saying. Canvas. No, not canvas. Burlap. Thank you, Janet. Okay, then this one is Arctic Elizabeth, and she has a little monk. Does she have? Why? Let's see. Why not? We just bought a zoo. Okay, then the little panda. This one is Barb W. Dee Dee, you sound like you're... No, I'm not getting a cold. It's just when I'm talking. I've been talking already for, a long time before you even got here, before I hit record. It's all the talking. Let's put it that way. Little panda. And then this one is CB. Our little elephant, and it's like pop dotted up. I think what I'm thinking is that Janet meant to send that flamingo to Eileen. I'm thinking that that's what happened here. I think this should have gone to... I think she meant for this to go to Eileen. Am I right, Janet? Okay, then this one is from... Why can't I... Cindy Barnes. Hello, chum. Let's do lunch. And look, she's got it pop dotted up like on a little... Hello, chum. Let's do lunch. This is so hilarious. I love this. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Kwai. Anybody else popping in? Isn't that hilarious? And then, of course, I recognized Xandra's as soon as I got it out of the... and again, I took all these out of their sleeves. They had plastic sleeves on them, so I could show them without a glare. And this is some of her tear bear type, the way she does the soft, like she does bears, panda. What else does she do? Well, she did an elephant. But Xandra does these like tear bear type critters. And it's all like very soft. I deal them like cards and only check to make sure I don't send the artist their own card back. Okay, thanks, Janet. Deal them like cards. Deal them up. So anyway, I recognize Xandra's right off. Does she have a name for this one? No, just extra thick mulberry paper is what she used for the elephant. Okay, Janet. Let's see. Then this one, the little penguins, is Teresa Peterman, Mountain Dreamer Teresa. What does she say? Come visit us at the new zoo. Little penguins with a little igloo. Isn't that cute? Then we have, this one is hilarious because we have a thing here with Eileen and not liking flamingos. And Mad Rat Lady, Emma, did a crime scene flamingo. Janet showed these on her show too when she got them all in. Okay. Thanks, Janet. I don't know. Like I said, I never question how people do their swaps. I enter it and go, get them back. The crime scene do not cross. See, it's you see, look, it's got feathers all over the place, and it's got a chalk outline. That was really clever of Mad Rat Emma. And then this one is Janet's. And it says, be kind to every kind. Isn't that adorbs? Oh, I love it. I know I love the crime scene one too. So there's the swap that we were in, and they'll go in my book. One of my books, as I've shown y'all. So anyway, I was going to show maybe some old sketchbooks, some old art journals, some old ATC, whatever y'all feel like, seeing today. And Janet, by the way, thank you for the letter. I love that. To just kind of have a chill Friday. Somebody did ask to see a sketchbook. So let me, and I know I've shown probably most of this at different times. I'm looking under my desk here. I've shown most of these over different time periods, but this is one sketchbook that I keep out. Now, if I can get it, though, let me see, because it's kind of blocked behind a table. Hang on. I don't know. Let's see if I can get it out. Yeah, this one. I've got a couple over here that are old. I'm talking some old ones here. Old sketchbooks and old art journals. And if y'all have any, requests or anything, just let me know. Or any book you want to talk about, or, any topic. So again, it's a black sketchbook on a black paper. This one I did. Cam drew that when he was like, I don't even know how old. These are from, let me see from 2009. So these sketches, and I hope they'll show up on white paper, and these are just in graphite. You was bummed that I wasn't going to get to keep any of them. Oh, Janet. Because you weren't in it? Oh, that napkin journal. You like the napkin journal, Lena? Yeah. So I have all different, different. I started making for our Society of Idea Collectors. I'm working on getting that together. One of the things I did was make a list of all the different types of journals. And that's in another book. That's in my other sketchbook that I'm working in. The summer sketchbook summer, which I know I'm not going to finish that by the end of the month, but I've been sketching in it. But I'm not going to fill it by the end of the month because I do too much other art to fill a sketchbook in a month, which is 100-something pages. I mean, with all the other art I do, I don't feel bad at all. I'm usually at work and watch on YouTube. Awesome to be. Thanks, Jean Rowe. Oh, you got to because you finished some of your own. Oh, okay, Janet. So this sketchbook was from 2009, and I'll tell you. I think I do need to back out a little. So, and I hope it's not too flashed out, guys, because again, it's white paper, and that doesn't do well on stream. What this sketchbook was, for those that asked here to see an actual sketchbook, these were from 2009, and what I would do every morning I think I did it for about a month, maybe something like that, is I would watch. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Sunrise Earth. Well, Sunrise Earth was a show that was on TV. You can watch it on YouTube. They're on YouTube now. Back in 2009, they weren't. They were only on TV. And I don't even remember. It was Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel. And what they would do, let me kind of describe the setup for you. Before I pass, I plan to purchase a Oh, Prisma. Pronounced like it. And somebody did ask me, they messaged me on Facebook Messenger and asked me if I sold any of my art journal pages. And I don't, but I said, never say never, I might. I haven't ever sold my art journal pages, but, who knows. So anyway, how these would work on sunrise Earth is it would start way far away, like the sunrise. So you were maybe, can't even tell you how far away you were, but you were like miles away, right, from the sunrise. And you'd see it from way far away. Then after about, and I think each show was about 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. I don't even remember how long they were. This one I did in February 2009, but I didn't write, it was at 7 a.m. I don't remember, anyway. So then what they would do is they take you in different places around the world. And like I said, you can see them on YouTube now. Pronounced like I Dream of Jeannie. Okay, Jeannie. Okay, Jeannie. And then they'd zoom in a little closer. And then a little closer, and then a little, until you were like literally up on top of an animal or a plant or something like that. So you'd have about 30 minutes, and they'd stay on that for about 30 seconds to a minute. I don't even know how long, because it's been so long. It's been going on 8 years, 9 years now, and since I did these, and so I just did them in pencil, no color. They're just sketches, but this is how I like to sketch. I write notes. So while I'm sketching, like say in the museum or at the aquarium, I don't really do any color. I take a pencil and a sketchbook or sketch pad or whatever, and if there's any color notes, I write them out. I describe them. I don't color while I'm trying to do something. Especially when everything's moving. See, it's constantly moving, right? So like for instance, this one was the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. And so what it would do is it started out like this. So you were this far away. So this is what initially you see. And I have a big screen TV, so, I could see it big. And so then I did a little sketch of that. So it would stay on this for maybe 30 seconds or something, not even a minute, I don't think. And then then you see it starting to come up, the sun here, from here to here. So I did another little separate sketch. And then it would go, and I don't even remember what order I drew this in. They're all different. And so then it showed all the animals. Oh, and the other thing that it does, if you watch it on YouTube, it's really fascinating, guys. You really should watch it and do this. It's really a great practice. They subtitle it. So they just play like music. No, I don't even think they do music. I think they just do the nature sounds, like the bird calls and the water. I don't think there's any music. And then they'll put down the bottom what you're watching. For instance, right here is a white-tipped shark. So I wrote white-tipped shark, and the bottom it returns to its cave, and then right here's where the white tip is. So see how I drew little notes and little arrows and description. So that's what I do with all these kind of things. And when I'm sketching live, whether it's people watching, animal, the aquarium or whatever. It's really very, and it's so relaxing. And so, like these little fish right here, swim around. They're small light lavender and sea foam green and baby blue. That's their colors. They're very bright. They have small yellow, they're called small yellow damselfish. And they spawn according to lunar cycles, which that information, the lunar cycle thing, would have been down at the bottom, you see. The color things I wrote myself. There are more than 400 types of coral in the Great Barrier Reef. And there's the types of coral here. There's a flat one. This one's a pink color. This one's a gray color. This one's a peach color. That's the staghorn coral. So you see how it's very informative, and you're drawing. The coral reef ecosystem is rarely deeper than 100 feet. This is a bright salmon color. Oh, these fish are bright salmon color with silver on top and black eyes outlined with yellow gold. So because I'm not using any color, I want to know what, right, what colors. This is a goldish stripe down the center. Here's a turtle. Here's angelfish. So I drew one from the side and one from like swimming away. They live in harems of females around a male. And that information would have been like down at the bottom. I didn't just make that up. And then, okay, so how it would start is, like I said, it would show this, and then like the beach. Okay, so this would have been on the beach, and there's herons and egrets sitting on trees on the beach. And then from the beach, it would have went underwater. So that's how I drew this. Is this interesting? I mean, I love doing this book. This was so fun for me. I hope y'all can see. Hope it's not too flashed out. Are we good? Okay, so the next one, this was in the volcano in Hawaii. Kalahaku, K-A-L-A-H-A-K-U, overlook. So it started out from here. You started way off here, and the sun came up from the volcanoes, and then you'd see the light stream down here. The morning clouds look like an ocean of clouds seen from above. That's my notes there. These are jagged hills silhouetted black against the rising sun. So see, that's the kind of notes that I would write. Dark jagged rocks, lava flows, and the cones are hard crusted lava. So then from there it would zoom in, and then you would see these little craters. Some are all, what I say, dirt looking, and the crater hills are inside a valley. Some areas of these have tiny green plants covering them, probably some kind of a moss. And then here's vernal grass, non-native is what I wrote. Now that would have been like some of the subtitle. And it's the Haleakala Crater, Maui, Hawaii, 10,000 feet above the Pacific Ocean. And then here's some of the close-up of the vegetation and the birds. You got to touch some stingrays. Yeah, at our aquarium, they have, you can touch, there's a lot of back things that the kids can go to, like school kids, they have like tours where you can touch all the, like the stingrays and stuff like that. I haven't done it, but the kids have. So here is, this is a Chukov partridge, red outline eye and beak, lots of feather layers, chicken type feet. This is a lime green plant, succulent looking, on pine looking stalk. So these are just little notes that I wrote. So this is like how I would do a sketch from watching something moving. Love how you use your sketchbooks in the way. Yeah, it's so fun, Jeannie. And like I said, Sunrise Earth is on YouTube. And some of them, they have like quick little ones, but some I think they're like 30, 45 minutes. So look for the ones that are at least 30 minutes. I mean, because I know they have like 10, like maybe a 5-minute one or a 10-minute one, but they also have like 30-minute ones, 45-minute ones. I watched these on TV back in 2009. Okay, the next one, this is Society Island, the French Polynesian ancient volcano crater. So again, it would start like you'd see this, right? You'd see the sunrise. They always start with the sunrise. That's why it's called Sunrise Earth. They start with the sunrise, so I would just do a little sketch of whatever that was, and then they start zooming in. Like then this is volcanic rock looking on the sand, made of crushed coral and oyster shells. Then I started drawing, and sometimes you don't have time. They're moving, right? It's everything's moving. You know, the trees are blowing, the birds are flying, the crabs are walking around on the beach. So you may not have time to draw a full-on animal or bird. You might only have time to draw, like, just look, here's where I drew the legs, so a half a crab. So you might just have a second just to sketch out bits. But it's training your eye and your observational skills. Here's an egret. I said that it was purple with yellow legs, yellow eyes, and an orange beak. And then here's some little plant right there. And then here's another view from far away. Okay, then we have, and I wrote all this down. I wrote the date and all that. This is New Zealand frost, Glacier Lake. And it started out, I guess, with the lake. Oh, no, it started out with the sun coming over the mountains. I'm not sure. I just would sketch a double-page spread, and in no particular, I would just go all over the page. So the sunrise was bursting over the mountains. And this one, I believe, was all white. I mean, the place was all like ice, right? It was like all ice. So this is the first picture you saw, or the first scene you saw. And then frosty trees and grasses. There's a hedge sparrow. They move fast and dart around. The frost looks like feathers on plants. So see the little notes like this. Oh, you been here, Button? See, isn't this cool? Some hoarfrost looks like Christmas tinsel while melting, and some looks like cotton candy. And then here are some, what are these? Female white, I didn't write what kind of bird that was. A female har? I don't know. And then I just wrote the colors and arrows pointing to the colors. And then here's the lake and the mountains in the distance. Remember, this is all moving. It's constantly in motion. All right, this one was fun. The Venetian canals, it's like how they filmed this one is you were on a gondola and you were going down the canal. So you were constantly moving, right? And you're going under all these bridges. So you only have a second or two to sketch down stuff. We hiked into the lake area and were taken out in a glass-bottom helicopter. Oh, no. Glass-bottom helicopters? Just saying. Button, good for you, but no thank you. No glass-bottom helicopters. So anyway, so you're going down the Venetian canals in a gondola, and you go this is what it looks like when you're getting ready to get up to a bridge, and all the bridges and all the architecture, the ironwork, the lamps, the walls, everything on the sides, right? All the buildings on the sides. So here we are getting ready to go under this bridge, right? Here, and again, going under these bridges, and this is what it looks like, moving boat through the canals. And so, you have just a couple of seconds to draw this stuff. It was amazing, but I was so scared to get in. Once it was in the air, it wasn't as bad. Yeah, I guess you could always just close your eyes, right, Button? It was the helicopter, or sleep there alone and hike back alone. Well, yeah. Like I said, I guess you didn't have to look down, right? So anyway, so here's all the different, and every bridge that you went under was different. Some were stone, some were rock, some had iron rails, right? So every one looked different, and there was tons of them. I don't even know how many there were. Here's some windows that were on the side, ironworks and lamp posts and ironworks. And then over here we have a crumbling plaster over red brick, bits of red brick peeking through plaster or stucco. Here's some windows like this. Here's it looked like a church steeple there. 1516. The left bank became the first Jewish. I can't read my writing, but anyway, so I have all kinds of little notes, and that would have been, like I said, that would have been stuff that they would have subtitled, because there's no talking. And as far as I remember, there's no music. It's just the sounds that are like we probably could have heard the water going through, paddling through. I don't remember, because this is back in 2009. You close your eyes button? Yeah. This is some more Venetian canals. Some of the lamps, pigeons sitting there. The materials in plaster and stucco, red brick, wrought iron, and marble. I don't know, I tried to keep it. There's 150 canals. I tried to write as much information as I could, right? Marco Polo lived on the left bank. Many onion style, that's what's called the onion style windows. Here's some boats and just different views of the boats. Many painted bright colors inside. So the insides were all painted bright colors. Here's a gondola shape. Different notes on the different bridges. Squares of gargoyles and coats of arms. So anyway, yeah, I just would write whatever. Sorry guys, I got a little bright again. I'll try to tilt it. Then this was Japanese gardens. Okay, wait, let's go back here. This one was Japanese gardens in Ritswan Park in Takamatsu City. Japan, the word Japan means land of the rising sun. So I write whatever they would put. I try to get all the notes that I could. I try to get as many notes of the subtitles that I could get. So this is the Crescent Moon Bridge, and then there's like little people. See, there's the bridge here, and there's little people. And then here's a cherry blossom tree kind of in the view, and they're looking down here. And then here's some rocks in the water. And then close up again, they get you close up again, and then here's the koi. And I wrote that the koi can live 80 years. There were some water bugs. See, I drew the little water bug. And then trees that are shaped like giant bonsai. So these trees, I guess when they make the bonsai trees, when they hand cut the bonsais down to their certain shapes, they're emulating the specific type of tree. I don't know what kind of tree it was. These are large boulders that are throughout the garden. Here's a close-up of the pond and the water lilies. Original garden in 1587. Started as a rock formation. This particular pond. What did Abby say? That's cool. Mm-hmm. Yes, you learn art and history here. And then this is continuing on for the Japanese gardens. Some little pagodas and different, birds. There's the great blue heron. And again, they're moving, guys. They're turning their heads, they're looking around, they're shifting. So you just got to sketch and get what you can. This was a wooden walkway bridge. It showed it like looking down. And this is what the wood pieces look like. Like they had little wood like cutouts there, and these all would look like that. Then here's an iris. A little quick sketch of an iris that was in the garden. And then these leaves look like stars. The leaves on that particular plant or tree look like stars. So there's just all different kinds of little. And like I said, I try to write as much of the notes down as I could. But, you know, so that was I got 4 pages that morning. Sunrise Earth. Yeah, this is Sunrise Earth, Pat. And again, I saw it on the Discovery Channel. These are from 2009, this sketchbook, but YouTube has them. Look for the ones that are like 30, 45 minutes. I know they have some condensed ones too, but if you want to sit and draw, look for the longer ones. All right, this one was the High Desert Arches in Arches National Park, Utah, Moab, Utah. So you'd start out, where did it start out? Probably right here. So it started out way far away. Remember, they start out way far away, then they get you closer and closer and closer to the details. Yeah, Sunrise Earth. So here are the desert arches, distant landscape. I wrote that. Then you get a little closer here. And I'm trying to keep it from flashing out, guys. It is white paper with graphite. And then they get closer and closer, and then right up here, this flower looks like it's made of wood. That's what I wrote. Pine cone. It looks like some kind of a pine cone. It looks like a pine cone facing it is what I wrote. There's water settled in the low rock areas that reflects the sky. Flat rock area, Indian red color with light Payne's gray algae splotches. See, I write enough so that I can know. You found it? Okay, Pat. I would write enough to know what was, you know, the colors and everything. And then here's where they were even closer up. There are 2,000 rock arches. So like you see, here's one of the arches here. Some cactus, Indian paintbrush. These are bright orangey red. And Indian paintbrushes are all over Texas along with bluebonnets. Those are the two flowers. The bluebonnet's a state flower, but they're always intermixed with Indian paintbrushes. Then here's some rock outcroppings. There's the white-breasted nuthatch. And then just some clouds, you know. Again, this is just all quick, as fast as you can draw it, because it's constantly moving. Yeah, Montana and Utah are the largest fossil. I would love to go fossil hunting in Montana or Utah. That would be so fun, because I'm an archaeologist at heart. Okay, so then this was the midnight sun of how do you say it? It's in Norway. Svalbard. It's an archipelago. You know what I mean? Archipelagical. Oh my gosh, near the North Pole. Oh, I get tongue twisted. And the sun stays up from April to August. And I can understand. See, we lived in Alaska for 3 years, and in summer you have like 22 hours of light. In winter, you have 22 hours of dark. So up here at the North Pole, the sun stays up from April to August, and then I'm guessing then it's probably dark in the winter, you know, time. So I got some northern fulmars and a little feather here. I guess I didn't have a lot to draw. Here was it was iced in, I think, in this vessel, and I wrote down how it was written down in the subtitles, Noordevlicth. But it was, I think it was ice locked in the water. So yeah, this would have all been white. It would have all just been icy. Okay, I'm going to try to adjust my light again, because it really now has really got flashed out. Let's see what I can do here. There we go. Really got flashed out. There we go. That's a little better. Again, I'm going to rearrange my art room again so that I'm not by the window. It's way too frustrating for me fighting this light every stream. And even though I have the windows blocked, although you can see right here, there's a little piece that I don't have blocked. And like, Jean made the suggestion of getting some black, and I probably will, some black foam board to block the window while I'm streaming. I just hate sitting in the dark. It's especially when I stream 6-7 hours and sitting in the dark, just lights. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this one was Vancouver Island Passage in BC, in British Columbia. And so again, let's see, where did it start from? Probably right here. So then you probably started out with this view right here, with the little islands and everything, and a lot of the show Alone that we've been watching, and I have, some of y'all, is in Vancouver Island. And if y'all watch Bailey J, she goes out in the tourist, there's areas where there's bridges and waterfalls and things like that. Really beautiful. I think it would be great. I'd like to probably visit Vancouver. We have gone through British Columbia. We went through it not Vancouver Island, but we went through British Columbia on our drive to Alaska. Oh, Jeannie. Need to quit your job so you can be here full time? Yeah. I know. I did work hard on rearranging the room like this. So, hey there, Jean. Yeah, I'm going to get the black foam board, but I just don't like the idea of sitting in the dark with a blacked out window. I haven't even got out of the house in a week, except last night to go to Chick-fil-A. I can't sit in the dark all day. Anyway, so Stevenson Islands. They get 50 to 60 inches of rainfall a year. So this is what it would have started out with, a sunrise like on the lake here, or the inlet, I guess. I don't know if it's a lake or an inlet. And then the boat was coming in, and then here's a bunch of seals. There's a little seal heads, and then these are, what are these birds? I have oyster catcher. They have bright orange piping around a yellow eye, long bright orange beaks, and their heads are black. So see, I write color notes there. Then over here are some other little close-up areas that they showed. Some more little birds in a tree. See, remember guys, it's all moving. There's some bull kelp floating. This was purple sweet peas, I think is what the name of that flower was. Oh, these were eagles. These were eagles in the treetops right there. And then thick pine boughs right there. Okay, then we have, I hope this is interesting to you. I mean, I love this. This book to me is very special because I loved doing this for so many, however many, I've got a little bit more in here. And it was back in 2009, if you're just joining us. Okay, this was Moose in the Morning. That's what they titled it, Moose in the Morning. Kidney Pond, Baxter State Park in Maine. So here's the sunrise, and I wrote orange, yellow, and lavender sky. So the sun, this is where it starts. They always start at a distant sunrise. And then here's some of the moose. They were swimming through the water, and that's all you could see of them. Their little heads peeking out of the water. And then there was a mother and a baby in the water, is what I wrote. Northern leopard frog. Didn't see, just hopped. Okay, I wrote this note down. They had a little subtitle saying that this was a northern leopard frog, one of 9 species of frogs at the park in Maine. But I wrote, I didn't see it, it just hopped in water. Yeah, Abby girl. So y'all need to, try it. Even just get a sheet of paper. You don't have to go get a whole sketchbook to do it. Get you, and the larger the better. This is, I think, a 12 by 14 sketchbook, something like that, or 11 and a half by 14 sketchbook. It's, it's quite big. Look, here's my arm there. See. Okay, so then we have the bull moose. The antlers, only the bull moose has the antlers, and they fall off every winter. So there's some light close-ups of the moose. The natives refer to the clouds and mist as plumes of pomola. I wrote that. In the distance, the bull moose. Eyesight is weak, but hearing and smell is keen. Baby moose on shore. Then here are some pair of merganser ducks. Yellow pod flowers in water. Some kind of a lily pad type thing. Yeah, it is good practice to do this. But I just wanted to show you. We're just talking about different sketchbooks. I'm going to pull out some old journals that somebody asked about old sketchbooks. And I don't have a lot of sketchbooks. I have a few in the closet, but most of my sketching, like this type of sketching, is not in books. It's on big sheets of paper. Because when I sketched, especially like years ago, I would sketch on big pads of paper. I was real keen on doing big sketches or having big paper, so I wasn't confined to a tiny area. Now here, of course, I'm trying to squeeze in as much detail as I could in a moving scene, right? But I don't know. I do have sketchbooks that I'll take like to the museum and stuff, but most of my sketching is on pads, and those are in the 4 feet of art in my closet. You like how I use my tools in different ways? Yeah. And all these were drawn with a woodless graphite. That, before I got my Graph Gear 2000, my blue lead pencil, all my sketching was done with, let me show you. All my sketching was done with one pencil. That cracked me up. Woodless graphites, these. General makes them, Progresso, Kohinoor makes them, but they're woodless graphite, so they're like plastic coated pencils. And what I like about them is they're soft enough, but they're also, you can get a, let me come back here, you can get a nice big area on the side, but you can also get, thin lines. So, and they're pretty dark, and you can smear them. So this is for sketching, like especially live sketching. These are awesome because you can move them. Now again, the bad thing is you can move them. So like here, look at my hands just from flipping through this. And I don't like fixative. I know I could spray them. I do not like fixative. The smell never goes away. To me, I can always smell fixative years later. So even though that's called odorless, and I can smell it. Yes. And I did this some years ago where I showed my favorite pens and pencils, and all the different kinds. And I do use them all occasionally, but I don't go out and sketch that much anymore. I'm stuck here at the desk. I shouldn't say that. I can go if I want. It's not like I don't have a car and can go. My watercolor prompt book is way too small. Would I prefer a larger? Yeah, exactly, Jean. But but again, it depends on. That's why there's so many kinds of sketchbooks and journals and watercolor books, sketchbooks, drawing pads, big pads, single sheets, rolls of paper. Tiny little molies, it's because it depends on what you're going to use it for. So there's a purpose for all of it. These are, anyway. All right, let's get back to the sketchbook. All right. Yellowstone geysers. did get a lot on this page because I think pretty much like here I have a river here. And then these are, I think this was a tree, these were little tree things here. And then the geysers, there wasn't really a lot that I found to draw because it just showed the geysers for 30 minutes. The earth crust here is less than 40 miles thick. So this is Yellowstone in Wyoming, which I've been there a couple times. Yellowstone National Park. Then we have Bison Before Breakfast. That's the title of the show. I didn't make that up. Bison Before Breakfast in Yellowstone Park, Wyoming. They can live 20 years. Calves weigh 30 to 70 pounds at birth and can get up and move and travel within 3 hours of being born. So here's some bison. Adult female can have a calf every 2 years. So here's just some quick little bison sketches. All right, this is Edelweiss Eternal Return, Great Salt Bay, Maine. So this is in Maine, and these are all these little fish, and these are some ducks swimming. They were diving for the Edelweiss fish. When sun came up over horizon, they were all looking up. So when the sun came over the little horizon there, all of them looked up, which I thought was interesting. Thanks, guys. And here's a goose. Here's the fish. I think that they showed a view standing on a bridge, and these were all swimming under the bridge. They will swim against the current for 8 to 10 hours before reaching the lake. Yeah, seen from above. Hundreds swimming. This is Crystal River Preserve State Park, Florida. This one's called Tropical Palms. The sable or sable, I'm not sure how sable or sable palms can grow to 70 feet and live 70 years. There was a boat out here, and there was the sunrise was like coming up between all the palms right there. So there was the sunrise between the tree, and it had 6 rays. I noted that for, I guess that really stood out to me that it had 6 rays. And then there's some little birds around a rock on the beach. Okay, this one is a 2-page spread. Somehow I skipped this page and went over here, and then I went back. So this is all the same. This is Billings Farm in Woodstock, Vermont. So I've got horses and cows. So here, let's go back. Here's my horse sketches. Here's all my little horse sketches. Hey, Susan Ribbons. I'm just showing some old sketchbooks and stuff. Just hanging out on a Friday morning. So these, again, remember, these are moving. It's not like they just have a stagnant picture. It's a live video that you're drawing from, or that I was drawing from. They're not telling you to draw from it. And again, this is Sunrise Earth, and you can see it on YouTube. So those are horse sketches there, and then here, some horses and cow sketches. So, and then there's like just an eye, the butt, the udders, the nose. So, sometimes you don't have time to draw the whole cow. You might just have time to draw the nose. Then there's the trough there. Hi, Indigo. All right, so this one was Tai Chi on the Golden Gate Bridge. So, and of course, they're moving. They're moving the whole time. So I just did a quick one here. I wasn't really into this one, but I wanted to try to capture them doing Tai Chi, and the gold. What this was is this was like a road that they were on, or some kind of, I don't remember if it's a road or a grassy area. But anyway, this right here was like overlooking, so the bridge was like down here, and this was like up here, and the bridge was down here, and that's all you could see of the bridge. Don't judge my architecture. What's it called? Sunrise Earth. Sunrise Earth is on Discovery Channel. This was back in 2009 when I drew these, but they're on YouTube. So try to find them. I drew them from my big screen TV, but you can draw it from your computer. I wouldn't try to draw it from your cell phone, but And then this was, is this part of the Alaska thing? No, I don't know what this one was. I didn't write this one down. This one's, now we're into March. Little great blue heron. So indigo blue, black. Oh, indigo blue back feathers. Dark indigo blue underneath. So I was making color notes again. Let's see. This one was Katmai Park, Halo Bay, Alaska. And again, it starts out in a distance with the sunrise. So these were all bears. Bear babies may stay with mom for 3 to 5 years. Laying down, stretched out mama bear. And then here's brown bears awake after 7 months of hibernation. So again, they're moving. You just got to draw while they're moving and capture as much as you can. Okay, this one is in Alaska, Cook Inlet, Alaska. This is the Augustine, I can't read my writing, Augustine volcano. There's snow on the volcano. I wrote that. And again, here's where the sunrise came up, right there. Right there. That's where the sun comes up. In April. And then the little it says blackbirds with orange beaks on rocks. Here's the harbor seals hanging around on rocks. And that must have been the shoreline. I just drew a shoreline here. And then these different movement makes the light dance with the stars through the plants. Those plants had a little star shape, and I guess it looked like they were probably like little fairies. So there's the little seal harbors. And then over here, these are James Cook named it in 1778, and those are the islands there in the Cook Inlet. And there's fields of these fuchsia color flowers. These plants are pale green, some type of succulent growing on rocks. And then here's some berries. So no, if they were puffins, I probably would have wrote puffins, because I lived in Alaska for 3 years, so I know what puffins are. I drew enough and painted enough of them back in the 80s. This is sunrise. This one was in Cambodia. That temple in Cambodia, Angkor, Cambodia. But I don't know why. This is all I captured of that. That was this. Let's see. I think that might be all I have in this book. But anyway, so there's some of what I have in a sketchbook. Thanks, guys. So yeah, so let me real quick go wash my hands because I've got graphite all over them. Let me put my coffee cup or something here so you can. Just a second, guys. Let me wash my hands. Yeah, so those are some of my old sketches in this book from 2009. Like I said, a lot of my older stuff is in the closet. I don't drag that out. I think I drug it out once. 6 years ago. Before, that was back when I was first started streaming, and they're not on YouTube, so. Okay. Cook found New Zealand. Okay. I'd love New Zealand. I guess after seeing it, was it which one of the Hobbit movies or Lord of the Rings or all of them maybe filmed there? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else y'all would want to see. Old journals. I can probably pull out some old. Let's see. I'm looking some of these old ones. I don't even know what this one is. That's not one. Hang on, guys. I'm over on my shelves. I don't want to knock everything over because of nothing holding it up. Hang on. What's this one? I don't even know what I have in half of these. Okay, so these are a few. These are a few. Now I'll just kind of flip through and kind of. These are a few of the journals. And I always use the Canson Mixed Media journals. These are the journals that I used when I first started streaming. Everybody was doing art journaling. So we were all doing art journaling. And most of us were doing it in the Canson Mixed Media. I'm trying to catch up on chat here. They were both filmed there and some of King Kong. Okay, thanks, Button. They filmed some of the flight scenes outside of the army base I lived on and also one of my Nana's friends' farmland. Oh. All I can say is I live next to where they film Walking Dead. I live like, well, they film all around, but from 5 to 30 miles from where I live, Walking Dead is filmed all around me. Some of the girls tease me, don't you have a, do you look for walkers in your backyard? No, my backyard's fenced. Be ready if you want to draw from this channel as Dee Dee did. Pictures move fast, but they do give you close-ups of the plants. Yeah, that's what I said. I couldn't remember if you got like 15 seconds, 30 seconds for each stop, they'd stop on one thing. And that's why you saw in that book, everything's very sketchy, very loose. Like when I was drawing the Great Barrier Reef, the fish are not stopping and posing for you. They are swimming the whole time. Thanks for going. I haven't been to the channel in a long time, Pat. And like I said, I did mine off of a big screen TV. So... Anyway, so I'm not going to show you every page in every one of these. But what I would do when I would use the Canson Mix, and they're all covered. See, they got different covers on them. But they're all the Canson Mix Me. They look like this. And different sizes. This one's bigger. So this one's like the largest one. Right? And then this one is these are 9 by 12. So this was probably 11.5 by 14. And I don't like the spirals because I can't paint in there. So I would always de-spiral them. Now some before, some after, but especially after. If I fill a book, I would get rid of the spiral and just put book rings. So all my journals back from the day have book rings in them and the spiral is gone. Yeah, the fish aren't stopping, right, Kiki? And so here are some of the ones probably 6 to 7 years ago when I first started streaming. Again, none of these projects or any of these are going to be on YouTube because this was before I was doing YouTube. And this is really when I started getting into, because everybody was into art journaling. Now let me qualify that by saying I've always painted collage and mixed media with the scrapbooking, and you know, it's all combined. It's just how you combine it. Now y'all see how I do my uh, art journals with the collage, mixed media, much more tight. Okay, these were all probably done with people yelling prompts at me. Okay, so now do this color, now paint this. And a lot of this was, we did that a lot back in the day. When we first, is Julie Topaz here? Jean's here. We did a lot of prompt calling out live shows. And no rhyme or reason. We would just play. You know, I got a couple in here where Paula's surgery, and we just did a get well giant page for Paula. I mean, just all kinds of things like that. Um, so there's no real, there's no rhyme or reason or theme to these books. Okay, so let me put them to the side here. And I don't even know what as far as dates, this one may be older than the other, some may be newer. Okay, so this one I do not, okay, this one's from 2010. I do have the date in here. Clouds in the Head. I don't know what we were doing. I don't ask me. Don't even ask me what some of these are, because I will not remember. Yeah, we did a lot of helping, right, Jean? Oh, I pulled my wrist. We did a lot of helping each other on these dreams. I don't know. This could have been somebody's like, oh, draw like so-and-so. And then this is a scrapbook paper right here. You see, I don't know. You know, scraped paint in the background and a little cloud sticker. It's just a little cloud sticker stuck there. So these are old. I'm talking like, 6-7 years ago at least. This is 2010, so this one's 7 years ago. I don't know, and I know the light's going to change. I haven't got my big black block sun blockers yet. Okay, so I don't know, we are doing something here with the little clouds, little balloons floating. I do not know, guys, seriously. Here's something I was doing, just stuck a camel on there. Oh, now I do remember I did a camel, I did like an Arab camel kind of thing back, I don't even know if it's in this book or what, but I got a lot of things just glued, ideas. Again, guys, I cannot tell you why we did half of this. Here's something about float. 3 girls floating here. You can't see them, they're sketched in pencil. Stenciling, bits of collage. Have no idea. Here's another one with just backgrounds. Don't know what we were doing. It must have been there was a trend of some sort going on at this moment in 2010 where we did this style, right? Here's some more little camels and some more sketching ideas. Oh, I do remember one or two of these. Now I don't know which ones or why, but I was doing some digi things with these. I would photograph them and do digital. Okay, let me readjust my lighting again. We totally got off. Hang on, it just totally got off. I don't want it too dark either. Maybe that's better. Anyway, so I would do these kind of like collage-y bits, and I was taking photographs of them and doing some digi stuff with these. Let's see. Like, for this one, for example. This is one that I did something for. These are stencils and scrapbook paper, but I remember these in particular. wanting to do backgrounds. That's what I'm always telling Eileen to do. Eileen has the most amazing digi skills, and she needs to take all these classes that she takes in these awesome backgrounds and turn them into digi stuff. Let's see, I'll just skip through. Here's one with lines. Have no idea. So like, look, bunch of papers with lines. Okay, what was this? No idea. Got some lightning going on. A lot of scrapbook papers. I think we were trying to use a lot of scrapbook papers at this time. Again, 2010, guys, I don't remember. Background scrapings. This one is a Dover clip art book right here. More scrapey background things. We have a lot of these. Trust me, I have deconstructed so many of these journals. I literally have stacks this big. Well, you all seen them. I pulled them out. Stacks, feet, inches, 12 inches, feet of this kind of stuff that I have taken out of books and either reused, cut up for cards, cut up for other projects, reuse them. Yeah, in 2011, we're still trying to use up our scrapbook paper. Yes, Susan. So here's again some lines and, just, all kinds of backgroundy stuff. I think I was trying to make this actually into a writing journal. Because look, I've lines on all the pages. I don't know. What got me into painting? Well, I think a lot of the art journal trend. We've been, back, like I said, this is like 2009, 10, probably even before that. Art, like, not that none of us have ever done art journaling. We just didn't call it art journaling, right? Like, until it was called that. I've been doing art and sketchbooks and art books and all that. We just didn't call them art journaling books. So, yeah. Here's where I got some manga cutout thing here. A giant shoe. I'm sure there was a reason at the time. Here's just a pink background. Some more backgrounds. Oh, trust me, we have thousands of these. Like I said, guys, this is 1, 2, 3. I just brought out 5 books off my shelf that are still ring bound. I have taken apart, I just call them deconstructing. I've deconstructed, I can't even tell you how many of these. Does anybody remember this scrapbook paper? I can't even remember who made it, but look. I'm just flipping hard. Here's a big double stencils. This is just stencil. It's a giant stencil. I don't know, guys. I don't remember. I'm just flipping through some of them here. So these are quite old. Now this page, see this, I recognize this paper. Pasha, who put that out? Anyway, I did some camels with that paper. So all these books are this. I think they're all, now this one feels a little thinner, so I've probably taken pages out of this one, and they're just these Canson mixed media, but covered with scrapbook papers or some kind of paper. Okay, Susan. And rings. This one is 2011. February 2011. I did date this one, and I call this one the Timekeeper. So again, collage, mixed media. Probably had, see, they're all coming out. We probably had some kind of a theme going on. that year. This one I called Time for Pie in the Sky. Pie as in, P-I. This is pie in the sky because we use like cherries. It's like pie in the sky. Oh my gosh. This one we called the Hive. See, and I know it. I know we were talking about the group. This is the Hive. I know we were the Hive. So, and there went the light again, guys. There went the light. I'm going to have to just move away from the window. There's nothing else I can do. I'm going to have to move my table away from the window. The playground before the playground existed, yeah. So this one was called the Hive. And these aren't varnished or anything either. This one, do I have a name on this one? Some of them I wrote names, some I didn't. I know oh gosh, I wish I would have wrote the name on this one because it was a good name. Oh, I've been here quite a while. I've been here, well, I chatted for a half hour, 45 minutes before I hit record. We've been here an hour and a half, Dot. So I'm recording though. I'm showing some old books from 2009, 10, 11, back then. I don't know what this one was. But this was before I started working in like Dylusions journals and, these are all spiral bound books. Now I work in the Dylusions journals. This one, what was this one called? This had a theme for somebody. Because people would be here. Oh, tweets! We were talking about Twitter one day, so we just did a whole page of birds. Everything on here is birds. It's all tweets. Oh, I'm glad you're getting your computer fixed. Okay, what else? See, they're all coming apart here. This one I called Are We There Yet? I don't know. It was a garden scene. This is from 2011. These were early Ustream shows. Early Ustream shows. Someone would say, let's use some stencils. Okay. Let's just throw some stencils on it. Oh. I carved a gear stamp. Let's use it 1,000 times because that's a steampunk paper. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Aw. K-Bird Kathy says, Dee Dee loves seeing these. It was around 2008 and 9 when I started art journaling and you were a big inspiration. Oh, thanks, Kathy. What a sweet thing to say. We were all art journaling. We were all art journaling, And they have themes or there was, at the time, there was a purpose. I didn't write all the titles down. I know at the time I did have a list of titles, but I don't know where they are right now. They're in some other book. Here's an Asian themed one. We probably had some pretty Asian papers. So these are those terracotta soldiers, I like it. It's pretty. Old mixed media collage art journals. This one's got a lot going on in the background. You can see a lot going on. I think we were big on having a lot going on. The color combos, yeah. Oh, we would do whole shows on color combination themes. We'd pick 3, 4, 5 colors and just use those colors. Oh my gosh, so much. Oh, this one was when Carrie, we were having a lot of Ustream issues. Can you believe that? Back in the day. And so we did, Aubrey just loves being on hold with iCarry tech support. Because Carrie was like, she would hunt up answers for our Ustream issues. Carrie would go, she would dig up the answers. Jean does it now. But back then, Carrie was doing it. So that was just a little fun thing we did. Those are all stickers. And look, I mean, look how crunchy and crumbly these are. They're popping off the rings. So there's a couple of blank pages in the back. Oh, this was very old. This was and I don't even know why it's in here. I did this as a color pencil. I did in 1995. 1995. So this is 22 years ago, and I mean, it's on brown paper, but look, it's like crumbling. But this is a color pencil, and again, it just flashed out. But because of here, maybe if I close the book. There we go, that's better. So I did this one, and I don't even know why it's stuck in here. It needs to be in my old portfolios. But this is from 1995. So that's an oldie. I wish it wasn't flashed out. But anyway, that needs to go in my old portfolios. Yeah, I was still sitting quietly back then. Yeah, Jean. All right, so let's see what else we got. Don't ask me why or when or what, because I really cannot remember. We did, guys, you don't know how many of these I have. I just pulled 6 off the shelf. I have a full shelf full of art journals, desk journals, mixed media. I don't even know what these are. Look, some kind of a color swatch in here. Looks, you know, we had plans back when we were doing these. Don't ask me what. Don't ask me what the plan was. Let's see, this one has big play on it. We were playing little bunnies, bingo cards. Oh, but we would play here, but we would relax here. Oh, they're fun. Then this one was hear and listen. We had different themes. We had different themes here. Okay, what's this one? Stenciling. I have no idea. This is not a lot of stuff done in here. Not a lot of finished stuff in this one. Don't know what's going on. Maybe some of these could have been more digital ideas, because I did do quite a few where I would do stuff like this, photograph it or scan it and turn it into digi stuff. And I'm talking minimal digi here. Eileen is the one that really, these are all just pages like, you know, paint on them. Like just painted backgrounds like this. Probably some of this was probably testing some supplies too. I don't know, because it's got all this paint on the cover, so I'm thinking this might have been a paint practice one. I don't know. All right, so let's see what this one is. This one's streams. How old is this one? Okay, so these are projects we did on stream. Probably, and I'm thinking way back. Okay, so these were probably, I'm going to guess 2000. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, my battery's going dead? What's going on here? Oh, wait a minute. I plugged in my Lappy, When I came in here, guys, I plugged in Lappy and I forgot to turn the power switch on the power cord strip, so I just ran my battery out on Lappy. I turned it on. The power strip was not turned on. Let's readjust the lighting again. I don't know if this is fun for you guys. I'm having fun reminiscing. Looking back, on some of this stuff. Let's see here. Oh, too dark. Trying to keep it. I'm looking at here and seeing the color. I'm trying to have the correct color. Lots of supply testing and color combinations. That's so true, wasn't it? Now, this was a Dover clip art, and this was probably some of our first color booking. Right here, 2009, 2010. And we would use the Dover, because I had tons. I still have tons of Dover clip art. Back for clip art days. Janet too. Janet probably has as many clip art books as I do. And so we just made some copies out of the clip art books and colored them and used them in our art journal pages. Yeah, that's fun how you learned. Yeah, that's how we all did. We all just shared different techniques and paints and, ideas and stamps. This is one of my hand-carved bees. That's a stencil. This is some scrapbook paper. And this is a guy, from clip art. And that's what a lot of these are. Another one, here's another clip art. Copied it, colored it, and glued it in. Book text, stenciling, scrapbook paper. We were playing with everything, guys. Trust me. We didn't even need Eileen back then for enabling. We were just right on that enabling stuff. All right, this is where I did a little through a glass darkly. This is a poem, and I did this is a clip art. It's like a door knocker, but I put glossy accents in there to make it like a mirror. So we turned this, I think it was a door, yeah, it was a door knocker, and we made it look like a mirror and put glossy accents in there. You like these, Daisy? These are old, guys. Like I said, these are 6, 7 years old. Scrapbook paper, torn edges, blending, inking, a lot of inking going on here. Tissue paper. Paper. I don't know if that's a Timmy or a what. And then I have the little poem right here, framed. Okay, so this one took us a while. All right, so these are clip art and clip art doors, right? Now, we made them into doors. Look. Pockets, flaps, flip outs, pull outs. Yeah. This is all colored with colored pencil. And then I think do they have a verse under here or what? A parchment verse? Yeah. Yeah, so then this has a psalm under here. So these flip up. This is all parchment. This is parchment bits. Here's a bit of a psalm, all on parchment. And that's I handed the calligraphy. Someone probably wanted to see some calligraphy that day. So we have little doors, and we have the griffins here. And then there's map paper, tons of inking, lots of inking. But this is all color pencil here. Color pencil on Dover clip arts. Thanks. Yeah, that was quite a lot of work on those doors. Or gates. I think they were gates. I don't remember. So, yeah. Thanks, Melody. Then let's see, what do we got next? Some start of something, not finished. Some music paper. We did get some music tissue paper glued down that day. Here's some little Celtic knots with glitter. don't know what else. We were probably testing out colors. This was probably a pastel day. What can we do with 3 pastel colors and a bottle of Stickles? This right here is an arch out of a clip art book. That's all colored, and this is all cut out. You can't see it, but that's all fussy cut. Fussy cut those windows out so that the background shows through. Another partially done one. These never got colored in. Another. Oh, this one was a paper transfer, an inkjet transfer. So I copied these same griffins. I copied these onto inkjet print, and then we would put gel medium down, and you would rub the ink off. Essentially, you'd be rubbing the ink off into the gel medium, and they were like inkjet transfers. So that's what these are. Kind of a fail, really, but you know, doing some of these at the same time. Yeah, these aren't recorded. These well, they were recorded on Ustream, but they're long gone. Long gone from Ustream. This was way before I started uploading. I've only been uploading to YouTube like going on 3 years. But we've been streaming for going on 7 years. I think it'll be 7 years in November. These are old, guys. Here's another bits of, okay, some more flaps and, again, clip art. This is another gel transfer here. This one I did this verse for a friend, and I turned it into a digi. So this is my own calligraphy there. And I turned this into a digi card for her. Let's see what else. Just some backgrounds. A little bit of Celtic knotting clip art. Yeah, lots of layering. Oh my gosh, right, Kathy? It was all about the layering. We'd have scrape paint, rub paint, spritzes, sprays, inks, paper, stencils, stamps. We'd layer these babies up. Here's another clip art. This is clip art. This is clip art. These little, and then I colored it with color pencil. So there's some of our first color booking done with clip art. That, and her. That's all clip art and then color pencil. So these are our original color books before color books became a thing. Used to count how many yes, that's right. That's right, you did. Jean used to count how many Paula layers, because Paula would layer more than any of us. Paula could have like 20 layers, easy, wouldn't she? Oh my gosh, Jean, that's such a good memory. Jean is saying that she would count how many layers Paula did on her pages. We miss you, Paula. I remember that. What a good memory. I had a friend that used to say, keep on building. Yeah. And these aren't finished pages, guys. Some of those other ones I showed you that were, more collage-y, like Pie in the Sky, those were more finished. These, I don't know that we ever finished any of these, really. We were testing. We were playing. We were doing things together. Now everybody knows how to do all this. Maybe we've outgrown the techniques. I don't know. Because when we were doing, it's such good memories to think back when we were doing all these. We're all practicing different layering and trying to combine things, like here, color booking, clip art, coloring with all our layers and paint and scrapbook papers and everything. And now I guess everybody knows how to do all this. Is that what it is, y'all think, Jean? Yeah, you'd often have 20 layers with Paula. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right, Kathy? So I guess because now we've all done scraping, inking, scrapbooking, layering, color booking, and we add our own drawings, and it's like Helena goes, not me. I guess we have to get another generation. We need to get a whole nother generation of people that haven't done all this stuff, you know? And styles do change too. Yeah, exactly. Styles do change. Yeah, and Kathy, that's so true. All of this got us where we are now. And more people on YouTube. There's so many other. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jean. Anyway, so these are some older ones. Again, this is a clip art, inking, painting. This is napkins. This may have been one of my first napkin attempts. This right here. No, that's a scrapbook paper. I thought it was a napkin. Nope, it's a scrapbook paper. Made a little cove there. Even before I started coloring, I didn't know these even existed. Really, Melody? Oh, I got the hiccups now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's always newbies. Yeah, uh-huh. And there's just, but now, for me to go back and try to like use clip art in a color book page, I mean, we kind of still do that in our napkin journal, which I'll pull that out again in case I won't just show it yet, but, because I want to finish these. But, where is my napkin journal? Where are ya? Here. I'll show my napkin journal. I use color book pages. This is clip art, but the same thing. Color book pages and cut them out and use them with napkins. Whereas here I was using it with scrapbook paper. Again, more little bits of clip art. These weren't colored, but they're just like laid out. Yeah, Jean said she hadn't heard of art journaling or mixed media until me, Paula, and Carrie. Yeah. I don't know. Hot mess here. This is what Paula would have called working through the uglies. I don't know. Some giant bug there. And then we tried it again with a Celtic knot. So see, it's the same thing. Well, what can we do with the dragonfly theme? Well, we could do Celtic knot dragonflies. So this is all colored with colored pencil. I didn't even work through the uglies. I just turned the page, right, Jean? Dee Dee, you didn't even work through the uglies. I know. But these are some old ones. Here's some little watercolor koi fish, and then they're cut out. They're cut out and put on top of this background here. Again, another just background. We love our backgrounds. And like I said, guys, I have stacks and stacks of deconstructed and art journaling type backgrounds like this that I've cut up, reused, folded, bent, mutilated, lined, journaled on. Yeah, and you can get free clip art samples from Dover. Yeah, you get on their email list. I'm not on it because I got plenty. I bought their books since, gosh, I don't know, the 80s. I don't know, probably before that. Oh, now this was kind of fun. This one was when I went to the High Museum, and this was the Dali exhibit. This was in January. No, this was before. It was the exhibit was through January 2011. So we went in October. This is October 2010. So 2010. So this was 7 years ago. And I had this little brochure of Dali. So we did a little pen and ink drawing of Dali here. And then this is velvet. These are velvet stickers. Velvet lettering. There's my tickets from the exhibit. This was, I had a mustache on this one. Okay, where is it? This one? Yeah. So I have some different pictures of me. I bought one of those mustaches. I thought I kept it, but I have all kinds of other things in here. But you could buy the mustache. It was like a little felt mustache. And because, he's known for his mustache. You remember this day clearly? So anyway, this picture's got me, it's cut off. I don't know why, but this is where I was holding up the mustache. And there it is in my hand right there. I'm holding the mustache. But this picture had me with the mustache. But anyway, what I wanted to say about this right here is one of the postcards from the exhibit. And this was one of the paintings in the exhibit at the High Museum. This painting is huge. I'll give you an example. See this person painted in right here? Now, this is a painting, right? See this right there? That is a full-size person. It's painted, this is part of the painting. But if you were standing up to the painting, that's like 6 feet right there. That's how big this painting is. When you look up at this painting, you get the impression you are looking up through a glass dome. When you're standing in front of this and looking up, it's like you're looking up through that window. It's awesome. And we have been down to the Dali Museum in, where is it? In Florida? I forget now what city. Not Tampa. But anyway, we've been to the Dali Museum. After this, we took the kids and went down there. They love the museum, and they love going to the Dali Museum. Anyway, that is an awesome painting to see in real life. It's just so big. That's why I always use that as a reference. And I think he used himself as a reference for that right there. Huge. And thanks everybody for being here. I haven't said hi to everybody. We're just rambling on and looking at old journals, old art journal things. Okay, so this one was Get Well Paula. This is when she had her broken ankle surgery, and this was a Get Well card. We did these little flaps, butterfly flaps here. See, journal Artista Paula. I think we did a couple Get Wells for her. When she couldn't stream, she was like arting on the couch. Anyway, so we did a couple different Get Well cards for Paula. This is how we did Get Well cards back in the day. We did art journal pages. Oh. Here's one with a sewing theme. Cloth. This is all fabric. This is all, I think this was maybe graphic 45 paper. Little DMC floss paper stuck down. Some Jackson Pollock and Jasper Johns in real life. Yeah, I love our High Museum. We just got done going to the Andy Warhol, This one is Life is a Circus. We hand drew these guys. This is all cutouts. I don't know, some tickets and stuff. What else do we have? Another background. Probably practicing some ink techniques. Hi, Carla. This one right here, I did a painting for Boo in kindergarten. So this was 7 years, 2010 is what I said, 10? So she would have been, yes, 2010. This was the sketch I did for a painting that I did for her teacher in kindergarten or first grade. I can't remember. 7 years ago. She's now, maybe first grade. Maybe it was first grade. Anyway, so I did a painting for her teacher of some tennis shoes, and it had all kinds of little vintage girls and other things painted on it. But this was the practice that I did for the teacher's painting that I did for her. Just a background. I think I just have a couple backgrounds in here with nothing on them really. Yeah, so just some, yes. Oh wait, is there any more in there? Let's see. Deconstructed stuff. I think I got some torn out things here. Pages torn out. See, these are loose pages. These are hand painted peonies. We just painted these. I think the scrapbook paper had peonies on it, so we just painted some acrylic peonies. Okay, this is going to bring some of y'all back. Jean, are you here? Look. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Different. I think this goes with this. This was a double page spread. These are tea bags. This whole background here, this whole background is made with tea bags. And look, guys, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Look how it changes color. Anyway, so that's that art journal. And again, I de-ring them and put book rings in them. Okay, so I have one more sitting here. This was a larger one. This was, I think, 11.5 by 14. And what else do I have in here? Let me see some of these notes. This is some kind of a prompt thing. 2010. But there might be something to that. I'll have to, for our idea collecting. I'll have to remember that day. Okay, so here is this big journal here. I'm missing one of the rings. I probably needed a ring for something, so I just took it off of this journal. This is a Celtic knot. This is all hand colored. All these are clip art. This is all clip art, printed out and hand colored with color pencil. So there you can see. It's kind of not the true color, but and of course I had to have just a stamp there. I mean okay, so these are all deconstructed. I mean, some of these are all taken out. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, this was a Thanksgiving one. This was a give thanks. We did this on Thanksgiving. I guess 2010. Again, tons of stencils. We must have really been a stencil fiends. Scrapbook paper. Oh my gosh. And then these pages, what are these? I'm not even oh, these were okay. This was a Memorial Day thing. We did this for a remember. This was we did this for Memorial Day. This one I don't remember what we did this one for, but they're loose. We cut them out for something. They were just stuck in here. All right, let's see. Juggling words. Oh, this was a contest we did, Jean. What was this one? Juggling words. We had some kind of a contest on this one. And then look, there's a that's a stencil. That's a crusty stencil glued down, or oh no, that's leftover from lettering. Like these letters are punched out. This is a basic gray letters. Cut them out or punch them out, stickers, and then stickled them. And then this was the leftover scrap behind the stickers. We just glued that down because it was about texture too. Have your prismas oh, I've replaced prismas many times. I add to them all the time, Lena. Yeah, I add to them all the time. Individually or sets on sale or yeah. You like seeing the history of this? These are some old, yeah, and again, I think this was some kind of a contest that we did on live show. This scrapbook paper in the background, glitter, stickles, punches. Oh gosh, wait till you see this next one. I have no idea what this was. What were we thinking, Jean? What were we thinking? Oh my gosh, some of these oh, here's a get well for Paula. Get well, all your peeps. stenciled leaves, glued on flowers. These are flowers, guys. These are flowers glued on. These are stickers that have a glitter put on them. This is real. Those are like your leaves, you know, silk leaves. No paisleys. I don't know what we were thinking. This one I know was a get well Paula. Can y'all see that? Get well Paula. And we would do these kind of things and then email them or show them or tweet them to them, right? Okay, what do we got next? I have no idea again what we were going for, but it was at the time we were going for something. These are all things we did on shows, guys. Okay, here, I don't know. It was just a double page spread. I actually did a painting from this. I actually did an acrylic painting from this side. Do y'all remember that? This is the collage, and then I use this as a sketch to do a painting, an acrylic painting off of that. And then here's a clip art guy. We put a pin in his hand. What's in here? And I did a painting based on some of this too. Okay, this one we were going to name all these little characters. This was some kind of a scrapbook paper. I can't remember who, Fancy Pants. I don't remember who made this scrapbook paper. But we were on a roll this day, and we were going to name every one of these people. These were different people in the group, and we were going to have them saying something. So we did speech bubbles with them. Oh my gosh. All this is hand drawn back here, guys. That's all hand drawn. All these little circles and dots and squiggles. The speech bubbles. No, the speech bubbles are cut out. Some of them we hand drew. Big ship in a storm. Jean, I think, didn't you win a contest for naming this one? Of Pins and Dreams? Who won? Somebody won a contest for, or maybe it was Carrie. Who won the contest for naming this page? We did, this is clip art here, and we did this on brown paper. And we had a contest that whoever named it the best got a giveaway or something. Hey, Packard-Eye. Wasn't you? Maybe it was Carrie. But they named it Of Pins and Dreams, this collage. And so they won a little contest or something. You like the ships? Yeah. And then I think I got some blank pages. Oh, here's just another. And then some painted. Because we sometimes start with painted pages. Okay, this one I did a painting for. Right here, or I should say based off of. So I wonder if I could put my, and someday I'm going to give that to Paula. Paula has always loved that painting. Now let me think of where it is. Hang on, let me see if I can put my hands on it. Hang on, I'm digging. I'm digging. Here it is. I found it. I got some other ones in here I forgot about too. I'm flipping through my canvases, which I don't take time to do these anymore, but what I would do, guys, is I would do these collages and I'd base paintings off of them. Now, I wouldn't copy them exactly, you know, But this one, here's the painting I did from this one. Am I still here? Let me see. I love the one that looks like her. She's peeking through. Okay, yeah. Okay, so, oh, that's a different one. Where'd it go? What am I? Oh. And so this one is, what size is this one? 11 by 14, which is the same size as this, right? So here's the painting. All right, so here's my sketch, and here's the painting that I did from it. And Paula's always loved this. And when she visited, I don't know why I didn't think to give it to her when she was, this was 2011. So it's just, they're on canvas boards. And I used to do a lot of these. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay. Oh, you're telling me I'm still here. Okay. So anyway, here is the painting that I did based on this collage. So again, I would take elements and then, like, this wasn't a full shelf, but I made it into a full shelf and then added different things. Now, though, if I was going to paint this today, I would have watch hands coming off of this, because I kind of started doing that probably in 2012. I've always liked watches and clocks, but to put the hands coming out, that's more recent. So if I was going to do this painting today, it would have watch hands coming off of it, but yeah. So I'll show you a couple other ones that I've based off of collages. Let's see here. This one I don't know where the collage is, but I based this one. This one I made as to be Darcy, UK with red hair. This one's from 2012, and it's based on a collage I did as well. And these are not real time-consuming paintings, to tell you the truth. Let's see. We might come across the collage for this one. I don't know if it's in this book or it might be in another journal. But I did a collage of this, and then this is the painting that I painted. This was for the lunar eclipse. Did I write what date? The lunar eclipse in 2011 was what I based this collage off of, and then from the collage I did this painting. Yeah, they're like my sketches. Gonna make bigger paintings of your art. Yeah, I have done a few, Daisy, but it's time. It's all about time. You know, with doing commission portraits, you know, pencil portraits and stuff. There's only so many hours in the day. So yeah, but I really like this one, and it's based on the lunar eclipse that happened then, whatever day it was. We might come across that collage. Then let's see. So here's one that I keep an example out. Again, this one I have a collage for somewhere too. It's another painting. Here's this one. There's a collage for this one in one of my journals. We might come across it too. This one I pulled the collage out to show. So this one's an in process. So I wanted to show an in process thing. So here's the collage. And then here's the painting we started. It's not done. You can see none of this is done. The bird's not done. But this is how the process evolved. So I kept this one unfinished to show the evolution of the process. I have a couple like that. And then this one I actually kind of like the collage better. This is Columbus. Now it got dark again. Hang on, guys. Constant fight with the light. Oh my God. Is that the right color now? No. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to adjust the light again because it's constantly, it's a constant light battle around this place until I move from the window. Okay, so anyway, here's a collage. And then here's what I based, and I don't copy it exactly. I use it as a reference, right? So here's my version of the, again, this one's bigger. This one is, what size is this? This was 14 by 18. This is one of the bigger ones. So you can see some of the detail in the background. The little symbols in the background. So anyway, yeah, that one was 2011. Okay, so let's keep flipping here. We've got about 20 minutes, I think. 30 minutes. Here's this one. So here's the painting. Here's the collage. And here's my painting. So you can see I took this collage theme and turned it into this painting. So you can see the similarities and the differences. I should take a picture of this right here. Thanks, Tambit, and hi, by the way. Thanks everybody for joining me. So yeah, let me take a picture of this. Where's my phone now? I lost my phone. It's probably buried under art journals. Because this will be a good thumbnail. I don't have to think about it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. You take your as a sketch and turn and make it, you know, more. So anyway, I love this painting. I like the collage, but I love the painting. So yeah. This one was all about eyes. And again, we lost the color. Gee, guys, I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh, I just don't know what to say. Where's the color? Where'd our color go? I don't even know where the color went. Let's just try to... I don't know, guys. I think I might have... I played with my settings so much today. I can't even get the color in there. So this was all about eyes. This one, the theme was Egypt. So we did an Egyptian theme. This one was snow. This was all winter theme. We did all about, and trust me, when we're making these, we have so many stories and things going on, laughing. This was napkins. This was one of the first napkin pages we did in the journal. And then, of course, now, you know, got a whole napkin journal, which I didn't never get to, but then we got some blank pages. Oh, here was some winter, again, I don't remember. This is Jingle Bells. These are all hand-drawn. We did color pencil Jingle Bells. And then this is all the words to Jingle Bells. And then there's stickles all over it. You can see it's all stickled up, glittered up. Yeah, so we hand drew and colored some color pencil. This one was Paper Artist Wish List. Okay, this was another contest or something that we invented. And we named all of our favorite... Oh, this was a Paper Artist Wish List, but we did something with this. 7 Gypsies, Graphic 45, Cosmo Cricket, Basic Gray, K & Company, Bam Pop, DCWV, Fancy Pants, My Mind's Eye, Lux, Creative Imagination, Autumn Leaves, Rusty Pickle, Doodlebug, KI Memory, Sassafras. I don't know what we were doing with all the butterflies, but we had fun making her a butterfly. These are old, guys. Okay, so this one was with Joycey. This was, what was this about cheese? What was this one, Jean? Do you remember with the cheese? Oh my gosh, I think that was this one. Oh, I can't remember. Then here was one with, this is all done with the theme of cupcakes. These are all cupcake papers or tissue paper made to look like cupcakes. Butterfly Army. Look, this is my hand carved. That was one of my hand carved cupcakes, and look, we strung them all together with little twine. Made little cupcake banners. Sugar. Some more cupcake banner coming across here. This is with the stamp that we carved. We probably carved it that day too. You don't remember either? I don't remember with the cheese. And then this one was a Christmas one. We did this on Christmas 2010. Or was it 10? Is that what I said this was, 10? And we used old Christmas cards, and you know, there's the verse for the Christmas. We hand stamped that all out. This was some Christmas ribbon. So yeah, that was a Christmas one. So anyway, yeah, that was, these were some of the ones from 2010, early 11, I think. And that was just these 5. I just grabbed some of the oldest ones I could find. These were the oldest ones on my shelf from streaming, from our stream shows. So we set that over here. And then we did more into like this kind of thing. I kept a lot, and I'm not pulling down all my molies. I got stacks and stacks of writings and things. But these are a couple of my desk journals, and I've shown y'all these before. So they're collage bits, collage and paint bits that we turned into paintings. Just, you know, whatever kind of happens. But these are what I call desk journals, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a big giant one, 7. At least 7 of these. And I would do about one a year of these leather desk journals. I stopped using the leather one because I started making a big giant one, but it's so cumbersome. So I might go back to doing this size, right? And then we started doing, you know, things like this. And hang on. Let me put these up because I'm going to not have any room. Stack those back on the top shelf. Then my desk journal went to this. This is the one I said was too cumbersome. I made my own, you know, like this out of rubber band signatures. And I, you know, did a lot of it in here, but it's just too big. So compared to the, you know, the littler ones I just showed you. So then we moved into Dylusions journals. And I do have videos on how to do the faux leather look. And this one's already, Anyway, so then I moved into Dylusions, and then this one I even did the cover. You want to see the napkin journal? I'll show you the napkin journal, Kiki. It's right here. We'll show them. We got probably about 10 minutes till I run out of time. Whatever we can get done showing in 10 minutes. I've shown these a lot, guys, but I know people come and go and haven't seen them unless they watch the video. They're not going to see them, right? So this is an old date book from I think it said 2009. One of my sisters, 2009, and it was like a faux ledger book, a faux ledger, and I don't do, diarying. I don't do no diarying. I'm not a diarist. Yeah. Oh, trust me, Jeannie. We're always working around here. So, and these are some of the napkins that I want to use, upcoming. So I just have them tucked in the back. So I'll do a quick flip of this. And again, all the backgrounds, and the reason you'll hear a little bit sticky, they're not really sticking. It's the texture of the napkin that kind of makes them seem like they're sticking, but they're really not sticking and peeling anything off. But because this is a textured book, the napkins are textured, it sounds like some of them are sticking, but they're really not. They're fine. So what we've done with this is all the backgrounds are done with napkins. Again, it's a little flashed out, but we're going to work with it. All the backgrounds are napkins, and then we add color book pages to them. So all backgrounds are napkins, and then you put your color book pages in, and then you add paint. So like the branches are painted in. This is all, that's all painted in. So yeah. Again, napkins in the back, here, here, here. Color book, and then paint. So yeah. And we try to work, here's one with just the napkin. So this is what it kind of starts out with. You can see where nothing's been painted in. It's just the napkin. I try to rotate all our journals and go through, different ones and do different things. So the yellow and the purple flowers and butterflies, that's the napkin. These are the color book pages, but we added whiskers. You can add extra, paint. This is all paint back here. I painted in the whole collage sky, or painted sky, not collage. Just splattered down here. That's paint. Everyone loves the napkin journal. Here's just a blank. Nothing done. Nothing done. And again, what you're hearing is because it's textured. The napkins are textured, so it has a tendency to sound like it's sticking even though it's not. So you can see all the different napkins. We have plenty of space to add more stuff. Let me just kind of bend it a little. There we go. That should take the pressure off the book. So we have plenty of pages left to work in. Here's one here. So the napkin is these roses up here and these roses here. Then we color book. Oh, and I think it's a different napkin for the butterfly. Then she and the owl are color book pages, and the rest is paint. All that's painted in. The paint makes it all cohesive. Yeah, there's if you look, I think it will be in mixed media, in my playlist, mixed media. I don't know if I have a napkin journal playlist. I think it's just mixed media. If you look in mixed media journals playlist, you'll find all of them listed there. This one we did last Halloween. 2 different Halloween napkins, and then she's out of a fairy color book. And then we just cut one of those out individually, and there's lots of stickles. See all the stickles? And then inside the jack-o'-lanterns are stickles. And then this is all paint to make it look like she's in a fog. That's all paint. You like the sound? Yeah, maybe we should do an ASMR, Pat. So again, the hydrangeas are napkins. These are 2 different color book pages. And then this is all painted in. You have to go. Okay, bye, Dot. Bye. Yeah, I got chores to do too today. But I've decided I'd just stream. I do have errands to run. I've got to get out of the house today. Seriously, I've not been out of the house in a week. So this is all a color book page, including this flower. But the poppies and the bees are 2 different napkins. And then everything's painted in. But they're fun. We really, I enjoy doing them. It's just, there's only so many projects you can do a week on a stream. Because I do have other things that I do work on. Here's another one. My portraits and things that I don't stream. Sunflowers, napkins, paint, color book page. Let's see, is there any more here? Okay, let me just kind of flip back here. This one. This one. No, he left last weekend. He was here all last week. I tried to get him up to stream with me, guys, but he's just not a morning person. I mean, he does get up and go to school. He'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for school. But on summer or weekends, don't even try to get him up before 11. Anyway, so that's the napkin journal. And again, then I have the different, got dark, I have the different Dylusions journals here that I got 4 of those that I work in, and they're different things, I do different things in the different ones. Let's see here. I could sit and glue napkins down and that would be totally happy. I know. I like gluing things down too, but yeah, I know, right, Packer Dot? And I gotta say, when I'm gluing now, I use golden matte medium. I know a lot of people like their Mod Podge and different things. I found that I don't like golden matte medium, even when that would be my only haul for a week, would be golden matte medium. But I won't go through all these because, as you can see, there's a lot in here. This one's still in process. But I'll just do a little bit of a flip because we're almost out of time. This is the only one that I've collaged on the covers. And this is from a flat, no start to it. Like the abandoned books. I got 2 that I'm working in. In the abandoned book now, this is what I try to tell people if you're afraid to start with a blank page, although like Jean doesn't like to start with something. She likes to start with the blank page. So it just depends. These are, in the abandoned book, I'll start with already something there, and that gives you more something to work with, so you don't have the fear of the blank page, right? So that's what I'll do in an altered book. But these are all started with just a blank page. And these are all Dylusions books. I just have collage on this one and faux leathers on these 3. And I'll just kind of show you a little bit what's in them, though. And I know I show these all the time, but just so you can see, these start with just blank pages. See, I'll start with something and look, this is how I start. This is some collage bits just tacked down, ready to glue. And then I turn them into little worlds. Here, see, this is what I start with. I start with just random collage-y bits, and then I'll turn them into worlds like this. So I have different books that I do different things in. Like here's one like that. So, you know, we eventually get around to all of them. We, you know, get around to all the different journals. You're welcome, Melody. So, and then this one, what's this one? This one was it's kind of the same thing. This is kind of the same type of thing, starting with a blank page. And see, here's what they might start with, something like this. And then I'll turn them into things like this with paint. What else do I have finished in here? This one. And this one's been varnished. I try to varnish them. I just don't get around to varnishing them all. But there's this one. I really like her. And she's got feathers, and she's my, like, warrior. And this one has glitter on it, see? This is one of my favorites. I really like her. Really love this page. But they'll start like this or that, and then turn them into this. Now this one, this is an upside down reversible. I do these every now and then. I gotta really like catch myself in the right frame of mind to do these, but they're reversible. You can look at them either way. So you can see the staircase and everything. It goes it works either way, upside down or right side up. What else is in here? A lot of starts. And I also say if you're doing a book like this or any kind of art journal, you need to do some in the front, some in the back, some in the front, some in the back, so you don't warp your spine. Because if you do all from the front and none in the back, the spine's going to warp, just like our magazine journals. I love these old stream art information shared. Yeah, I know, right? I know, I do too. So there's those. What's this one? This one, I think this one has color book pages added to it. This one is mixed media collage with color book pages, just kind of like we did the napkin journal, but with color book pages and other things. This one is all, there's very few I would consider complete, done pages. But again, they're just different stages. Like those giraffes are color book pages. This is a clip art. That's a clip art, clip art. Clip art. Color book page. Color book pages. Color book pages on top of, you know, mixed media. Just doing a quick flip, because I've shown these so many times, guys. But I love them. I love looking through them. You colored. This is from a clip art, and that's from the steampunk color book. Steampunk, not done, not finished. But I don't ever care if I finish or not. This one's finished. That's from the steampunk book. And then I did a time traveler. And then this is all paint. You know, paint them in. Paint those babies into your art journal. But I do like this one. But I don't ever feel a compulsion to finish something on a page. If I have so many ideas. I like to get the ideas down. Another steampunk color book girl. Then these feathers, I don't even think I've glued them down. Oh, so much fun to ask questions, and you could get information from everyone. So many different takes on things. I know, right, Kathy? I know. And Jean did another flip through her journals yesterday. Did it record? Did you upload it to YouTube yet, Jean? You look through your watercolor prompt journal several times a day. Yeah. It's fun. It is fun to look at old journals, and I share them here with you guys over and over, so it's like I get to see them. I see them probably more than, more than y'all would might like, but, I just, this one's done. The fish are color book page. The rest is paint and collage. So you can see they're all in different stages. This one's done. She's from the a Creative Haven Floral Fashions, and there's a time portal there. This one's done. So there's just bits. And some days I'll go back to them and do stuff. They don't ever get too old. Do you know what I mean? And this one I think was my first. This was my first Dylusions. Yeah, this one was 2013. This was my first Dylusion collage, and it's only, I have a lot of half starts back here. I should go back and work in these because I love these collections that I've got going on. Here's well, this one's finished, but it's not, it's not completely finished, and it's not varnished. Most of these in this book I have varnished. This one's not done. That one's not done. But this was my first collage Dylusions journal. These are from 2013. And I did varnish most of these. Because you can see they don't even stick at all when they varnish. With my varnish, there's not even a sound. They just do really well. Varnished. So yeah, so this was one from 2013. Just to give another little flip. You like to watch me work in them? Yeah. They're fun. I love doing mixed media collage. And I know I don't do enough because we're doing a lot of it we're doing color books. Everybody wants to see color books done right now. But that doesn't mean I don't go back and do this. Just like Monday, I think we did our art cards, We did these art cards on Monday. It's all the same process. We did these on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday. We did these. But it's just all the same. I know, it does bring back memories, doesn't it? This one I like so much. I had this on my old phone. This was my phone screen. This right here. This was my phone screen. And they all mean something to me. I mean, I have meaning to them in my head. They think they mean things. These aren't done. This is not done. These aren't varnished yet either. So you can kind of hear a little crunch, but they're not really sticking. They're just not varnished yet. These back here. So, I want to get back to some of them. And going back through them, it makes me want to go back. Like this one right here, I'd love to do this one right this minute. But I got stuff to do today, so. But here's just how they start. And there's a few more back here. In different stages. So yeah. So there we go, guys. A little walk down memory lane. And that's just a few, guys. I mean, seriously. I have a whole a 6-foot shelf and stacked up 2 feet on top, and then I got 2 other shelves over here with art journals and deconstructed journals, pages, stacks of pages. So it's not like I ever run out of things to do. Extremely, yeah. Well, I do have to do some, although I am going to take off at least a month of doing portraits. So I'm finishing up 2 now. I'm almost, well, I'm getting there, finishing up 2 portraits, a pet and a person. And then I'm going to take off August from doing portraits. Give me a break before Christmas season. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it again, and had something to do to hang out with you guys. And again, if y'all missed at the beginning, the page that we worked on Wednesday, I have gone farther in it. The animals are not shaded. The unicorn is shaded in the body, but not the hair. But I've made some progress on this page. I'd say this is, I'm guessing, guys, off and on, because I don't just sit and time myself. This is probably about 4 hours worth of work. And I still have to shade all the trees and shade all the animals, except for the unicorn body. The unicorn body is done, but not the hair. And so I still have to do all the shading in the trees and all the little animals that are down here. And the girl, she has to get shaded. But I'm coming along with it. So just so y'all can see in the, I'm not sure how you pronounce Zamilja Snova. How did you do the background? Oh, okay. Yeah, someone asked me that earlier too. The black I did with just my bullet tip, my super tip Crayola in the larger areas, and then in the tiny areas with my Sharpie pen. Now don't think it's the Sharpie marker, it's the Sharpie pen. I reiterate that, guys, because as soon as I don't say Sharpie pen, someone's going to pick up a Sharpie fine tip marker and it's going to go right through their page. The pen will not go through, but a Sharpie fine point marker will go through. This is the Sharpie pen. I cannot stress that enough, because you're going to be sitting here with the Sharpie marker coloring, you know, little bits, and you're going to look back and it's going to go through your page. Don't email me. This is the Sharpie pen. And that's how I did the black and the tiny spaces. So yeah, so I still have more, you know, 2-3 more hours maybe. I don't know for sure. But I've probably worked about 4 hours, I'm guessing, guys. 4 hours worth of work on this. There we go. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. I hope y'all have a great weekend. You never know. Sometimes I do random streams on the weekends. I try to be aware of other streamers on the weekends so I don't, you know, overlap. But yeah. And I'll probably be moving my room around again. I'm tired of fighting with the sunlight. I'm telling you. You cannot stream in sunlight. Even with the window blocked, I've got cardboard, and you just can't do it. You just cannot stream with sunlight because it just changes constantly, you know. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good weekend. See you on Twitter. Bye.